Okay, everyone, thanks for coming out. As I always say, artificial intelligence, or if you speak Spanish, inteligencia artificial. Is it going to ruin the world? I teach political statistics, coding, just data science, machine learning, etc. And I'm significantly underpaid, but we'll talk about that another time. But is artificial intelligence going to destroy all those data scientists, all those coders, all those, data engineers, software engineers, etc.? Is everybody going to be run out of their job? Well, let's take a look at artificial intelligence using our tutor, which draws upon RR Studio, which I use RR Studio. I also like Python and Spider, but RR Studio, that is R, the statistical environment, R Studio being the user-friendly interface, now called Posit, is much better for statistics than Python and Spider. In my point of view, we can debate that all day, but this is the R tutor artificial intelligence using data science. So if you can see right here where it says one data, it has, some of the regular data sets that are used in courses when when you're learning R and statistics. So here we'll take just Diamond. You can upload your own, but for the purpose here, Diamond data set, you can see here are the cuts. There's a lot more. Wow. Ideal, premium, good, etc. And here you have price. Now, let's say, for example, I'm interested in regression analysis between price and cut. Let's submit. Now it starts working. There it is. It does give you the code. It takes out the library dplyr and the LM function, which I teach. Price is the dependent variable. The independent variable is cut. And then it gives you the results. Then you can ask a question. Are the results statistically significant? See if I got that right. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see here it says chat with your tutor, statistical significance of regression results, and the regression analysis price to custody results are statistically significant. This is indicated by the p-values associated with the coefficients. So it's saying they are statistically significant. There, you're out of a job. We don't need you anymore. Not so fast. First of all, this has um, is good, right? You can basically put in some basic questions and maybe robust regression, etc. But it's really not going to put people out of a job if you really know coding and statistics, because number one, these are very basic things. And two, who's going to interpret these beyond just what artificial intelligence is saying? Like it said, is it statistically significant, for example? And then it drew upon the p-value. But there's a lot of controversy with the p-value. A lot of people talk about p-hacking, able to get significant p-values when maybe it's not significant. Maybe something is statistically significant, but it's not practical in the sense, like, say you're doing weight loss um, pills and it is statistically significant, but you're really not losing that much weight to how much you're investing in the pills, etc. I mean, we could go on and on and on about this, but you still, with artificial intelligence, need human interpretation. It's not going to get, the critical analysis out of this. So when you start looking at all these things, it's just drawing upon the p-value, but you have the estimate, which I call the practical value, you have the standard error, you have the t-value, what are the values of this, which is more important? You have the multiple r squared. That is not showing as much significance. Look at it. It's pretty low. Why? You basically need human analysis with a lot of this stuff. So artificial intelligence, I think, is useful. Is it going to put people out of business? I mean, it could displace jobs. You have to learn how to use it like we're learning right now. But by and large, I would say that human critical analysis and knowing about coding, I mean, this is just a basic model. There are so many different models out there. Which one will be the best model? even when we start doing it, says it can plot, but earlier I tried plotting a box plot and it came up as as a pie chart. So, I think that artificial intelligence is useful, but you still have to know people. If you just put the layman just comes in and says, give me regression analysis, do they even know? You still have to learn what regression analysis is. You still have to learn what statistical significance is. You still have to learn the problems of relying on the p-value and other measurements. You still have to know, okay, price is the dependent variable, cut is the independent variable, etc. So even though we have artificial intelligence in data science and other sciences, we still need people, right? We still need that critical thinking in order not only to run these things and then to understand them like we're doing right now, but then to basically, change them, to challenge them. There was a good research done where it showed that artificial intelligence like this creates what we call groupthink, where people were actually nervous about challenging artificial intelligence results in places like national security, etc. But we really do need to challenge it. Now, this is good. It came out with the model and it says it's statistically significant, but with all of the degrees of freedom here, is it really statistically significant, or would anything be statistically significant because it has such a large and it's such a large and data set? These are things we have to explore only with critical analysis that people can give. Now, artificial intelligence will begin to develop that, but at the same time, we do need humans involvement in this. So I don't think you're going to be out of a job quickly. People are going to be displaced. You need to know artificial intelligence and you need to kind of keep up with this stuff. And this is exactly why I'm doing this quick, short tutorial. So take care, everyone, and learn artificial intelligence. It's not going to displace and kill everyone, but, or maybe someday it'll kill everyone, just like in the Terminator movies. But it is important to know. Take care.